Hey everyone, hello my friends. I am back with the pouch. I really should be doing the spring, not spring, the summer stitch the season, but I wanted to show you what I've been doing. So I stitched down with various stitches all of these yo-yo slash Suffolk puffs. Whichever you call them. I used bullion stitch around the edges of this one, which I really like. I did pistol stitches on this one. This one, I think I did this, or maybe I did pistol stitches on this one. This one I may have just added knots at the end. I can't remember. This was like a lazy daisy with a knot at the end. I put some little French and colonial knots inside them in varying colors, and it was suggested to me to add one more. So I'm going to add this one, but first I wanted to show you what I was doing here. So I'm going to zoom in just a teensy bit, and I started doing a fly stitch here. Then I did not include, let me see, I need a needle. I did not include these straight strands when I did the fly stitch. These I did separately. So I worked my way back up. Then I started doing colonial knots here. So I think they're colonial knots. Pretty sure that's what I did. Let me find a needle that this thread will go through. I'm using the Eleganza Wonderfill size 8. It's EZM 1044, and it's actually really perfect for the kind of color theme I'm going here. It's got this like dark peachy salmony color, the green, and it just variegates very beautifully. So yeah, that's a good match. I was digging and I had to find a color to do this with, and I thought I better turn on the camera and share with you before I finish off. So I do hope you're all doing well. I'm not fond of this needle. It doesn't, like, I know it's sharp. I've poked myself with it, but it's really funny because it's not that sharp when I'm trying to put it through some of the fabric. And this fabric is not that dense. Oops. Forgot I was doing, oh, hold on. Under, over, over. And some people might say this is not a colonial knot because I went around twice, but I want the poofier knot. So there you go. I don't follow the rules. I look at the rules and then I see what I can do to expand on the there's a word I'm looking for. Experience. The experience I am having. Yes, so like I said, I hope you're all doing well. Pull up a project. I don't have a whole heck of a lot to talk about again today. I have a very quiet life with like no friends. Nobody comes to see me. I spent all the last week when it was so stinking hot with no upper undergarment on because nobody shows up at my house. Even the delivery people, they just drop it on the front step. So nobody sees me. I'm not counting. Nobody sees me. Nobody comes to my house. Nobody knocks on my door. Nobody visits. So, I mean, it was hot. Even with our air conditioner, which I had to keep lowering, when it's almost 100 degrees, well, yeah, outside, it was quite a few days very close to 100. And the feel-like temperatures were over 100. So yeah, it was quite warm. And we had a couple of days with really lovely thunderstorms. They weren't terrible. I mean, they weren't great. There were a lot of branches down, and on the road that we live in a community called Lake of the Woods. If you've been with me for a while, you know that. So there were lots of leaves and small branches, like not big damaging branches, falling everywhere. And there was one section in the community that lost power. I don't know for how long. Ours flickered like 5 times. And then I yelled at the universe and I said, not now. I can't deal with that now. And it stopped. It just didn't go out. It stopped threatening to go out. But boy, those flickers were scary. So anyway, yeah. And then last night we had some more thunderstorms. And it was during the evening, not night, you know, like late at night or anything. There. So I really like that, and I'm going to do some more stitching. I just don't know which stitches I will do to make sure that the wear and tear on this can handle that the fabric can handle the wear and tear it'll get. That's what I'm trying to say. My brain, it's going in 3 directions at once. What am I going to do next? I have not worked on the bird anymore. I did those few stitches on the bird. Did not work on that anymore. Maybe we'll stitch this on. I think I want to do the bullion knots again because I really, really like the way they turned out on this one. You can't see. There. Yeah, I think. Because this one all have the strands coming out, but I think I'm gonna go with this thread again. It's not what I used here. I used my hand-dyed thread there. Maybe I'll use that. It'll sort of blend in with that. This is hand-dyed thread that I did with RIT dye. Now, I have started using Dynaflow dyes on fabric, and I'll tell you what, and on silk lace, silk ribbon, not silk lace, silk ribbon, and I really like it. I really like the dyes. They're easy to mix. I don't want to use that needle again. It's frustrating. That was not going to be long enough. I need the right needle. I need to get rid of this thread. I'll try that one. I think that'll be long enough. Maybe. Anywho's. Yeah, I'm really, nope, that's not gonna work. No, it's not gonna be long enough. What the heck? I think I've misplaced a couple of needles. This is the one. I think this is the one I like. And I had laser on scar tissue in my left eye the other day. What day was it? Monday. I'm recording this on Thursday. And it's okay. It's improved a little teeny tiny bit, but not a whole heck of a lot. I guess I had scar tissue from the cataract surgery I had in 2019. Why he didn't see it the last 3 years I've been to him. He did my right eye a while back. I'm counting. 12. The number is 12. Let's hope I remember that. And the laser doesn't hurt. They have to dilate the eye, you know, but you just sit in front of a machine. My husband and I in the car on the way home said, well, didn't seem like he was doing much. I hope that's really what it was. I did this wrong, didn't I? Did I do this wrong? Ouch. I may have made that wrong. Well, that's not going to work. Don't like it, take it out. I don't like it. I cannot talk and chew gum at the same time anymore. I don't know what's going on with me, but it's really like, if I'm talking, I can't seem to do what should come natural to me. Oh my goodness gracious me. Okay. Oh my gosh. Let's try this again, Martha. I'm going to tack that down first. Okay. Oops. All right. Anyway. Yeah, so Monday I came home, I took a nap. I'd been awake from really early on. And I took a nap. Best way to not be annoyed by your eye being dilated, or both eyes if that's the case, is to take a nap. But the dilation lasts like 8 hours, so it's kind of annoying. Anywho's, so like I said, I see a little bit of improvement, but yeah, I'm not happy with the job he did with the lens he put in when he did the cataract surgery. So if I was wealthy, I would have it taken out. I'd probably have both lenses taken out and just put the distance lens in, but whatever. Can't do that now. And it is what it is, so I have to get used to it or get glasses that have a prescription just in the left side. So the whole point of getting the surgery, the lenses put in that I got, was so I wouldn't have to wear glasses anymore. The lenses I got do close-up, middle distance, and far distance. But the left one is not doing its job the way it should. So today we are having lower temperatures, thank goodness. It's still supposed to rain this afternoon, showers, but it was not horrible this morning. It was very humid, but it was not horrible as far as the heat. I mean, it warmed up to 80 really quickly. But we had to run out and we went for grapes, but it seems there was a list of things we needed. Not a lot. A couple grocery bags full. Eating vegan, you have to go out quite often for fresh food. Okay, after this one, I'm going to let my thread unwind, because when you're wrapping your needle, it twists all the thread all the way down to the needle from the fabric. It's about every third bullion I let it untwist. Ow. Did you see what I did? Poked my arm. I'm just grateful it's not in the upper 90s today, trust me. Gratefulness goes a long way. And I'm always grateful you are all there for me out there in YouTube land. My trusty subbies. There's still 65% of you. YouTube tells me there are 65% of you that are not subscribed. Don't know why. Subscriptions are free. This subscribing to a channel on YouTube, I should say, is free. Doesn't cost you anything. If you like what I do, you know, you're just helping me out. But that's okay. Those of you that stick by me, I'm grateful for every day that a video gets posted and you come to comment and watch. Whoop. Come on, Martha. There you go. So we finished watching the show that we've been binging 2 or 3 shows per night, probably for several weeks now, well over a month. So that came to an end. We thought there were 10, Tony thought there were 10 seasons. There were 8, and the 8th season only had 2 shows. So we watched the last of that last night. And it sort of was a weird ending because I guess they didn't know why does a season only have 2 episodes? They didn't know they were getting canceled, I guess. So, and they didn't get canceled because of lack of audience. They got canceled because I guess the producer or whoever was doing another show at the time, producing another show, and they needed the money to produce this other show, which I guess from what I read was a flop. So, but we really enjoyed watching it. The show is called Wild at Heart. Yeah, so now we got to find something else to watch. I'm not into like a lot of violence or stuff like that. So it's hard to find shows that I'm very much a Hallmark girl. Let's just put it that way. Yeah. So those are, rom-coms. I mean, Wild at Heart wasn't really a rom-com, that's for sure. It was funny at times. It was scary at times. It was drama at times. I'm okay with that. Just not violence and torture and stuff like that. Scary stuff. Don't like scary stuff at all. I don't like animated stuff. Only animated movie I ever went to see was Lion King. That was when my daughter was young. So many, many, many years ago. Many, because she's in her mid-40s now. Wow, hard to believe. Let's see. Can I get 2 more out of this thread? I don't know. I feel like I either needed to make a big one. Maybe I need to make one bigger one. Yeah, I'll just go with that. Make a few more in there. A few more rounds. I'll tell you, I've seen some pretty amazing videos from various people with this, the Roxy Journal of Stitchery, Volume 6. Some of them are making it very interestingly complicated, in my opinion. But, I mean, hey, to each their own. I was thinking if I was going to do it, I would probably do a really simple one, like just follow the prompts and not get in so deep that I'm up to my knees in doing it. But I don't know. I might wait for one more prompt and see what happens. Now I have to put something in the middle of that. What do we want? Something different. Let's see. Let me think. Let me think. So, Trying not to drop my thread box over here. What have I got? New. Here's the greens. I guess I could do that. Let's do that. Almost dropped everything. Let's try this. Let's see what we come up with. Okay. I'm going to bring the wool pad up here. And I don't know if that needle's long enough. Go back to the needle I'm not that fond of, but that's okay. I have a plan. I can get the needle threaded. I have a plan. Greens and yellows. Looks like I'm going, you know, and I'm so not a green person, but just the last few years, I'm okay with like this olivey green. It can't be a bright green. This is going on the little bit brightish side for me. Somewhere along between that and that. I'm okay. Did you see what I tried to do? I tried to put my needle up underneath the mat. Oy, 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 Martha. I'm telling you, can't walk and chew gum at the same time. Oh my gosh, me. All right. Yep, we're going to do more bullion. Are you sick of the bullion? I'm doing a cast on now. If you've never seen it done, you just wrap. Let me slow it down for you. Wrap. So you have a cross here. Your thread crosses. Throw that right over your needle. Try not to get one loop on top of another. You want it stacking. You don't want them overlapping. Oops. I got my new wallet in to use in this bag. I'm using it in my other bag right at the moment. It's just barely big enough. It's a little bulgy, if that's a word. It bulges just a little. I guess that's big enough. I was getting carried away. And yeah, so I think it's going to work. I hope it's going to work. It's not real heavy like most wallets. It's got a butterfly on it, so there's that. I'm going to put just a stitch behind here just to sort of secure that. I'm going to come up again. Yeah, so the subscriber, I'm sorry, I can look it up. I will tell your name in a moment. Said it's probably best, you know, when designing things, you should have an uneven number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know that. I know that. I just didn't see another one I wanted to use right away. I'm trying to figure out how the best way to show this is, but I'm not sure that's the best way either. Yeah, my hand gets in the way. Let's see if that works. So twist and put it down there. Twist, put it down to the bottom. Anyway, I hope you're not seasick by being sideways. Anywho's, and I know that I usually do uneven numbers of things, petals on flowers and such, but I just hadn't dug this other green one out. These are ones that I already had pre-made, the yo-yos. Oh, see, that one went over the top of the others below it. I don't want that. There we go. Oh, again? I'm telling you, can't walk and chew gum at the same time. I see my left eye is very blurry again, so I don't know what's going on. And I'm not counting these. I did not count the first time because I was busy talking with my friends here. See, you tried to sneak down there. I'm not letting you do it again. I want some of this yellow at the top. Again. And if you wanted to put a bead on here, you could. I don't want to. But you just thread a bead onto the end of this, slide it down, and then pull your thread through. Don't forget to thread the needle, because if you don't thread the needle, you're not going to have a cast on bullion knot at the end. You're just going to have a lot of tangled thread. Ask me how I know. Don't know if I'm going to put beads on here, which for me would be quite amazing to not put beads on something. But I'm thinking this might need to be washed, even hand washed maybe. So I'm just putting one more because uneven numbers, you know. All right, I'm going to straighten you back out again. And move you up a little bit. There. Zoom out. Not moving you, I'm zooming you. Tony said he went for his walk. Well, when he came back, I had just shut the door to start recording, but I wasn't recording yet. So I heard him like walk up to the door. So I yelled to him, said, I haven't started yet. So he comes in, he says, well, I was almost done with my walk. And there was a guy driving in his driveway. I don't know if he was driving too fast or what, but because we had rain last night, I guess the side of his yard was mushy, and he ended up driving off his driveway. So his car is sideways. I'm like, what are these people doing? It's too early to be drinking. Well, I guess not for some people, but I mean, seriously, it's like 12:30, or it was when I started the video. So I said, "You did not try to help push him, did you?" And he sort of pressed his lips together and looked at me and shook his head no. And I'm like, "You better not have, because Tony has really bad back issues. And I do not need him hurting himself trying to help someone else." So I don't know if he did or didn't. My husband can often be like a 15-year-old boy, because he knows he'd get scolded. Okay. Yeah, nope. 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 Come on, get off there. See what happened. I didn't hold on to that loop. Come on, thumb. You can do it. There you go. All right. So I'm happy with that. We've seen people drive into their well, we haven't seen the people do it, but we've seen cars. We have culverts, which is like a ditch out in front of our house for drainage. And people have ended up in there with either their tail end in there. There. Okay. So see, that'll be that side. That'll be that side. So let's see. Should I work on the bird? Probably. If nothing else, I need to finish his belly and head. And I have no idea. Oh, I guess I was using this. I need a light blue to finish his belly. Light blue. Did I pull out anything to work on? Nope, I did not. Nope. Oh dear. There goes a box of thread. Oops. Alrighty. Let's see. What can we find? A really pretty kind of light blue with a bit of white in it, maybe? Well, that thread doesn't belong there. That would be really pretty. I think I'm going to go with that. Let's see. That is DMC 67, which is probably so stinking old, I'll bet you can't find that color anymore. I betcha. All right. Do I want one? I think I was doing one with this, one strand. Yes. So we'll stick with one because I want the stitching to be very fine. Smaller needle, because I'm using one strand of thread, too small. A finer needle, I should say. Oops. No. I feel like this bird was too dainty to like try and cover it in fabric of other colors, origins. That was weird. I thought I saw something move. We were sitting on I was sitting on the love seat. Tony sits in a chair. And we were talking about something. And I have great peripheral vision, even though my left eye is really messed up. But out of my left eye, I saw something move, and it was a little like, it was probably about this big with legs, like that big with that circle right there with legs. Spider. I yelled, I got up, and I picked up something. What did I pick up? had something sitting, oh, the remote. I had the remote sitting beside me. I picked up the remote and I smashed it. And Tony says, man, I haven't seen you move that fast in a long time. Smarty pants. I had another word for him, trust me. Wise guy. The spiders, the bugs in this house literally always find me. He almost never sees a bug. Like it's always me. In the bathroom, I'm the one who finds the bugs. I walk in the bedroom, bug crawling on the wall or the ceiling. It's like, I was sitting here one day, and I told you guys about this. I was sitting here one day, and I had just finished filming, and I looked, and there was a bigger black spider, same kind of spider, I don't know what kind they are, crawling on my tablecloth just across the table, like a foot from me. And I'm like, oh crap. And I started pulling the table out, and it was banging up against the wall. Tony comes running. He's like, what's wrong? I'm like, stupid spider. And it was crawling on the tablecloth, so I had smacked it. If you've been here, you've heard this story. Sorry if I'm repeating myself. I smacked it, and it went flying. So it was over by the window, which is over the door, sliding doors, which was over there. I hate spiders. I hate bugs, most bugs. I'm just so not a bug person. I would never make a good Buddhist. Because I'm like, kill it. It's in my house. Kill it. Oh. Oh my goodness gracious me. The thing had come crawling out from underneath a throw blanket that we keep on the back of the couch. Or love seat. It's not really a couch. I just love the way thread painting makes something pop, makes it look soft and feathery, makes it look three-dimensional or more three-dimensional. Or, you know, whatever the right phrase is for that. Yeah, so I don't know. And we have these bugs. I mean, I've lived in Virginia since 1989. I've lived in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 houses since 1989. I don't like to stay in one place very long. In fact, I'm ready to get the heck out of this house. But anyway, this is the first house. I mean, we even lived on a farm surrounded by trees. And I've never, ever, ever seen the bugs that this house has. And they're called house centipedes. So they come in all sizes. They run really fast because centipede, lots of little legs. And they're random. Like, they're in every room. You never know when one is going to go running across the living room floor. You're not supposed to kill them because supposedly they kill other bugs. Like, they eat whatever other bugs are in your house. They eat them. But no, nope, nope, I cannot have them. I find them, we have a soaking tub that we don't use. I mean, I've never used it in 8 years that we've lived in this house. And so we have a soaking tub, don't like it. It's a jet. It's got jets in it and stuff. I mean, I have closed the drains. I've come short of like plugging the jets. I don't know where these stupid bugs come from. I just don't know where they come from. They're always in the tub. I'm always having to kill them. If I can't, and I can't get safely like in and out of the tub very well. The tub is, I don't know how to put this. I'm short. If I try to step over the wall that the tub is attached to and step into the tub, I'm straddling pretty much up to my middle. I'll just put it that way. Maybe you'll understand. And so Tony has to come in and climb in the tub and kill the bugs, or we have to get something with a long handle. And when you kill them, they practically disintegrate into nothing. Like, it's really weird. They're very weird bugs. I know they won't hurt me, but just the whole idea of them crawling around with their 100 little legs, ugh, I just hate them. And no other house, including a farm that we lived at. Now, we did have a snake come in the house in the farm. It was a harmless snake. It was a pretty big snake, but it was harmless. The snake didn't bother me. Picked it up with a poker from a fireplace poker, because we had a wood stove in the basement. Ran downstairs, got the poker, got a bucket. Between Tony and I, we put the snake in there, took him outside, threw him out in the woods. I mean, that was not nearly as gross to me as I wanted to know how the heck he got in the house without me seeing him. And he was in a little room that I used as a craft room. but it was on the first floor, so it was not on the basement floor, but it was on the first floor. But yeah, I wanted to know how the heck he got in there. And Tony kept saying, he slithered in. Yeah, again, wise guy, you know. I'm not doing the best with this one. Uh-oh, pulled too tight. Trying to get this little knot out there. I like how this thread went from light blue to dark blue. And that's just how it happened on the fabric. But yeah, I don't know what it is. These little bugs, they're always finding me. Moi. Why? Why me? If you ever have to ask why me, that's the time. Like, who invited these guys to be close to me? Not I. Thank you very much. Just go where you belong. Stay outside. You're better off out there, because in here is not a good place for you to be. Trust me. All right, look at that. One strand of thread. Perfect. Okay. Well, I like that. So now that I have my wallet, I'm excited to get this done, because then I can carry my new wallet in it. But of course, I have to wait for autumn to come. So there it is. And my wallet is very much this light blue color, like silvery, almost silvery blue. Oh, 43 minutes. Where, I mean, how does the time go so darn fast? Where is the rest of this yellow thread? I know I did not use all the strands on that. Is it in here? It could be. Is that it? Nope, that's not it. That's not it. That's too bright. I don't know what I did with it. Interesting. Well, I'll just finish up the bird's head. Well, the yellow part of the bird's head. And then I will say goodbye. I know this is just riveting, but I hope you're working on something of your own. And if you are, let me know below. I'm so interested in what other people are working on when they're watching me. Well, you're not watching me. You're listening to me banter, I'm sure. I wish we could banter with each other. I love bantering with other people. So, yep. Okay, so we have to kind of work out from here. Ooh. I don't think I'm going to be able, that was not going in the direction I wanted it to. So we'll start again. Can always cover it up with other threads. There we go. That's more what I was looking for. And we'll have to do the little eye at some point. That'll be fun. Maybe a bead? Don't know if I want beads on here. And then I'll have to get the browns out and decide what browns will be used. Of course, I'm going to have to go, when I turn the camera off, I'm going to have to stop stitching for the day because I've already done a couple of things. And the joint is angry with me at the moment. This joint. In case you were thinking something else. Oh, I'm a child of the 70s, don't you know? I know Sally over at Dottie B. If you haven't watched her, go watch her. She's got some great ideas for things and does great projects. Hi, Sally, if you're watching. You're probably not. I think you only, I don't know if you only watch the Stitch the Season series or not. But anyway, she had a spider crawl across her table while she was filming. And it was like 2 days after my spider had come across my table. Right after I finished filming. Would have been more fun if I was still filming, but you guys would have gone for a ride. Yeah. Would have been more fun for you. Probably you would have heard me yelling. My camera is not attached to my table, so you would have seen the table fly out from underneath you. It's a very light table. It's an IKEA table. So it's very easily moved aside in a hurry, if need be. That day, it needed to be. So, wow, I'm going to have to get at least 1, 2, 3. See, I did some brown up here already. I'd forgotten about that. Then I have to get that brown. Then I need a really light tan, a beigey, tanny color. Trying to decide where the yellow ends and the beigey tanny color begins. Nice. I did okay on this. I must say so myself. Because I can't tell you, I can't hear you until you write it down how great I'm doing on this. Not that I'm fishing. So I have this blank space in here. Do I do it yellow or do I find like a pale white? Like a cream? I might do that in yellow too. Just for the sake of getting it done. And not pulling out like yet another shade of something to do it with. I could have done it with the light blue again, but I don't want to start separating light blue thread from that thread that I pulled out. So I think, get the blur out of my eyes, I think I'm just going to carry this yellow down. That's what I think. Trying to stay with the direction and blend it in. I didn't blend the blue stitches very well. I did a lot of same length kind of stitches, which really wasn't my intention. But again, haven't stitched like this in a few days. Trying to give the thumb a break. My thumb is not very appreciative of the breaks that I give it though. So I figure, what the heck, I might as well keep torturing myself. As one does when they cannot give up their craft due to pain. Woke up this morning with some very strange dreams. Tell ya. Okay, one more. Nope, not there. I want one to go here. Uh-oh. Does that look okay? I think so. I think I need one sort of crosses this blue and goes right there. Yep. I think I need to come up here. I have a little bit of thread left, so I'm going to try and improve this edge here because it's very easy to see the stitches that I tacked this down with. Oh, we watched the special, not special, but the documentary about Celine Dion. That was very emotional to watch, for sure. Okay, I'm leaving it alone now. Enough. Enough is enough. So we watched that last night. That was, like I said, very emotional. Yeah. All right. Well, I didn't get a whole lot done. I did the knots. I sewed this on, did the bullions, did these bullions, drizzles, not bullions, drizzle stitches. And I love how the yellow came out at the top of each one of those. Did not plan that at all, but I love it how those came out. And did the belly of the bird and the rest of his face. So the rest of it will have to start getting done. I might add a couple more leaves up here. Maybe cut a couple out of fabric and just add some more to add some dimension in there. I might do that. Like a couple coming out here too. But I have to remember to leave space because I'm putting a zipper in here. So I can't go too high. Yeah. Well, that's it. What do you think? It's coming along, yes? So the next video must be the summer stitch the season. So that'll be next. Thanks for joining me, everybody. I hope you have a great day. Happy crafting. Find your joy, whatever that may consist of. And I'm grateful for you being here. So find some gratefulness in your life too. And have fun. Enjoy. Love y'all. Bye.